Federal Capital Territory FCT Nyesom Wike has launched an attack on former Minister of Transportation Rotimi Amechi, saying his candidacy as presidential running mate to Atiku Abubakar on the platform of African Democratic Congress ADC is of no benefit to the people of Rivers State or the wider South-South region. Speaking yesterday during his monthly media chat in Abuja, Wike, the former Rivers State governor, dismissed Amechi as a politician without electoral value. Rufai, your take on this.
All right. As regards Wike and Amechi, what do you want me to say about two people that came from the same political family? It's an infighting or two fighting. They worked with each other. It's easier also for Amechi to say, Wike worked under me as my subordinates. But can Amechi also tell us the political role Wike played while he was working with him? So I don't like to put mouths in their fight, because when things were rosy, they were all chum-chum. But now when things are otherwise, and you see, for also Wike's part, for him to say, oh, somebody does not have electoral value and all of that, I don't like when people try to thump their chest because things work in their favor. I keep saying it, the scenarios could have been different. If things had not gone the way it went in 2023, Wike's political relevance too will have been in jeopardy. It wasn't easy too for him. 2019 was a very terrible year for him. He just narrowly scaled through. And we all know what transpired. So because it's good for him, I don't like it when people thump their chest and say, we are there. Because I keep referring to the man that said PDP will rule for the next 60 years, Vincent Ogbulafo. After he said it, I'm not sure PDP will rule for the next 5 years before PDP went into disarray. So let's be careful. If the earth, the stars, the moon keep buttering your bread, it doesn't mean that you are the lord of the manure. It just means that time and chance is happening to you. No champion forever. In the fight between Wike and Amechi, yes, Wike is on top now. He's got relevance. But he shouldn't forget that the same ministerial position he is today, as at the last administration, Amechi too was in the cabinet. So let's be careful in life when we thump our chests politically. Because you see today, you do not see tomorrow.
Let me talk about Nyesom Wike. Now, he even gives more media briefings than the president of Nigeria. But I think one thing you can extract from there is that he's one of the most hardworking members of the Tinubu cabinet. He's confident in supporting his principal, even if they do not belong to the same party. Most of the ones who claim that they are APC, they are sleeping possum. So I recognize the fact that, Nyesom Wike is ready to chest out and say, I've taken this assignment and I'm standing up to it. So that, at a personal level, will be some credit to be given to him. But most of the time, he talks bollocks, yeah? Is that the English word? He talks a lot of things out of place. And I think that yesterday when he granted that interview, he didn't show enough wisdom, enough intelligence. He was telling Nigerians, for example, that, if anybody is saying Rivers State will come to him, they should forget that Rivers State is already locked down for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. How do you talk like that in a democracy? Where are the people of Rivers State? Can't the people of Rivers State make their own choice? A Minister Wike, whose palm nuts have been cracked for him by benevolent spirits, should be speaking in a more intelligent line to say that he's defending the interests of the people of Rivers State, and that the people of Rivers State will be given every opportunity to make their choice. Now he goes a step further, and he says, who is Rotimi Amechi? Rotimi Amechi is of no value, either in Rivers State or in the South-South. Rotimi Amechi is, in this race as a running mate, right? Yes. To Atiku Abubakar in the African Democratic Congress. Now, that would not be the right way to just dismiss his chances. And I also think that as a man who once worked under Rotimi Amechi, he should show some loyalty As my wife says, if you have eaten somebody's food, you have taken their pepper soup, you have taken their pepper and their water, you at least behave like a decent human being and not throw a former boss under the bus in the public arena. So I think he owes Rotimi Amaechi a certain level of respect. And we don't want to think that the result of the presidential election in Rivers State is already predetermined, because one man who has his palm nose cracked for him by benevolent spirits says so, and he has the opportunity to use public funds to appear on television. If he leaves that position tomorrow, I don't think, anybody will even give him audience in the media, because that's how the media works. We deal with the news. If you are no longer in the news, you are out.